cut just like Bert's from Bert and Ernie. It's like this thing, and it just sticks up. All right, bienvenue tout le monde. Okay, on a seat. Go. We're gonna see if I could kind of hook this little painting up, this commission here. I need to darken some spots and lighten some spots. Also, a new problem emerged. The blue airbrush that made the sky so beautiful left some little spots, but so this won't be the last touch up. I have to add in some white to smooth that out. I'm not sure why that happened. I have a feeling it was while sitting there, something rubbed on top and spread the blue. I'm not sure, but sometimes it makes a cool pattern. Sometimes it looks cool, but generally, like I don't like it in that area, and I don't like it in that area or that area. So I'll have to go back and fix that up. But anyway, I want to make the darks more dark behind because that's how the reference photo is. So the first thing is also I think I want to add a gator here, but I'm going to ask the client that. So first thing is I want to get some dark foliage over here, or maybe like in here, and make that a little bit more darker. And so just a second. I'm going to try this brush. This is Royal and Langnickel brush here. I'm going to try this one, and let's add in some dark green. I'm going to use Prush. This is watercolors. These are Prussian green, Danielle Smith. I don't know if I like using. Well, all right. All right. And we're going to use neutral tint and Payne's Gray, also Danielle Smith. I'm going to mix those suckers. I want it to be dry brush, so I'm going to try to. This is a piece of shit brush I got from Lowe's intentionally, like a $2 brush. Because sometimes the cheap brush, they make good foliage. Let's see. Let's do a little test. Awfully dark, but I guess that's what I want right here. I always do Well, not always, but I do a little test dabble because you never know what it's gonna really. Okay, this area is what needs it. All right, and then I got this crappy paintbrush, and I cut it up with the scissors. Now the reason I'm using Payne's Gray is because it's slightly cool. It seems like. And then I'll use gouache on top of this. This side also has some darker spots. This one is just really, really thick with dark areas. This thing is like you got to hit it in one brush strokes. It seems like sometimes you can't go over it again. You just kind of messes it up. All right. All right, now we gotta add some. Well, did I finish this green? Is that green good enough, or does it need to be darker? I think I'm gonna add some darkness to that green. So we'll go with our good friend Prussian green. I mean, even this side kind of needs it. Okay, looking better. I feel like it. You just, I'm always over painting, and I feel like I'm about to hit that level right now. But I do need to darken this area, so I'm kind of stuck in a quandary or something where it's like, how do I? Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can find some warm gray. All right, got it. Danielle Smith or Daniel Smith, Joseph Z's warm gray. And then we give it a little squirt of water. It's just like a bunch of moss coming down. Whatever, however it goes, it's just. All right. Now let's do some branches. And we're gonna get my one of my best brushes, the 1/4 silver black velvet stripper. Branches, I'm gonna assume are dark brown. We'll go with Van Dyke Brown, which is this. So I have some really, really, really dark spots over here. It's a little messy. This looks good up here. This is coming along. Still got to add some highlights on the moss. Got to add some highlights on the moss here. But I also need to add some specific branches. So let's see, boys. What can we do here? Looking good for somebody else. Oh, that was too loaded. Okay. Maybe like that. Try that. All right. I guess I'll do these branches first because I'm going left to right. And I don't want to smear. Bob, let's tie these dogs down. Yes, sir. Let's tie them down, boys. My man takes care of me. All right, that's really bumping it up. We're really making a difference here, boys. Am I supposed to read comments? Hello to the people that are saying hi to me. I'm scared to break my concentration too much, but thank you for um, writing in. Oh shit! Uh-oh. I got it. I got it. I got it. It's watercolor. Oh, Marshall, we can't make mistakes like that. It just kind of blends into the. Whew, don't do that again. Jeez. Thankfully, it fell on a safe area. Just kind of adds to the. Um, Easily recoverable. So it's like I have to add moss and sticks at the same time because they are sort of the same color in here. How do I get this branch to be behind this one? So the moss even has shadows. Moss has so many characteristics. It's kind of hard to keep track of them all. And they have like different little shapes. So many sticks and things in here. Little branches doing all kind of little things. All right. What do I need to do? I need to flesh this out a little bit better. I need to add some darkness to this moss. So I guess there's more dark at the top because it's like the shadow of the tree is making a shadow on the moss. Not completely, but it does seem to be. And then there's this sort of chaotic element to it too. It's just sort of chaotic. All right. I'm going to go back over with bright touches of green in here later because I kind of went a little too far on a couple of these places, but not completely. I like doing the little detailed moss like this. Okay, I think that's probably good for that. This side overall needs to be darker. See if I can get y'all a little bit closer here. All right, this overall side just needs a lot of moss and a lot of darkness. Okay. And this side just needs more dark green. We won't go too much longer tonight. I'm trying to just get it as close as I can to that last stage, which is sort of fixing the clouds. But these are all little things I have to do anyway. All right, get a little bit more dark on there. Yeah, that's actually how it looks in the picture. It's just like lots of dark areas. I know one of the secrets of making things look like they're far away is to have layers. A light layer, dark layer, light layer, dark layer. Alright. I'm just going to add a little bit more moss because it's just so much on here. I'm trying to be random with the foliage. I don't want it to be predictably the same brush stroke, so I'm trying to do different little strokes. All right. Okay, when in doubt, take a break because watercolor is not something that you can undo easily. Now, I feel like I might have gone a little too dark, but you can see in the reference photo, the client is paying me to do a version. That's, look at that. I mean, it just looks like that. You know, so I just think I need to add in some bright sunlight, bright green here and here, like on here, little sections that are really bright and pop. I need to add orange onto the moss, which I'm going to let all this dry first, and then I'm going to come back to it a little later tonight, um, or possibly tomorrow. I'm a little late on this commission, so I'm trying to kind of move a little faster. But I find with watercolor, you know, I don't like to move fast because you can't undo it. So I just do little layers or sections at a time. You know, I'm not a professional watercolorist, but I've made lots of watercolors and I sell them at the art market. So I guess I'm a successful watercolorist, but I'm not claiming to be one. I'm just claiming to be a filmmaker, storyteller who's using the medium of paint to get ideas out of my mind. Or sometimes I'm just practicing, oh, I wonder if I use this color next to this color. What does this new paintbrush do? What does this look like when I chop it up with scissors and use it? You know, some of it is just experimentation with texture. Some texture, mon cher, with that. Some comme ça. All right, well, okay, I guess you got to read the comments. Nice art. Thank you. Merci. Peak stream. Okay, well, thank y'all for, I'm very happy to have anybody write in or participate in any way. I like the art community. I like artists. We need to have a government that has better social safety nets to help protect people, you know, like artists, I believe. But the last thing is I want to ask the client, can I put a cocodrilo, a little alligator, right there, just poking his head up? So there's like a focus or a subject matter of the painting. But we'll find out tomorrow.